Hello everyone and welcome to the session 1 of Unit 3, that is Estimation in Machine Shop for the course Estimation and Costing for 6th semester Diploma Mechanical Engineering. The course code is 15ME61T. Myself Muhammad Imran. So what is estimation in machine shop? So what are the things that will come in machine shop? Means we do various operation in machine shop, that will be turning operation, facing operation, boring operation, threading operation, milling, drilling, etc. So the estimation in machine shop includes the time required for performing all these operations. You have to find out the various time required for machining, doing this kind of operation. So in order to find the time for machine for different machining operation, you must know the various parameters for calculating the machine shop. That may be cutting speed, depth of cut, and time for machine shop. So in order to find out the various time for machining operation, you must find the first cutting speed, feed, and depth of cut. So earlier we have studied in the estimation basics of estimation that the estimator must have the knowledge of all these cutting speed, feed, and depth of cut. Why? Because in order to calculate the uh, machining operations, time for machining operation, he required the knowledge of cutting speed, feed, and depth of cut. So estimation in machine shop in generally includes the finding out the cutting speed, feed, and depth of cut, and also the time for various operations, that is turning operation, facing operations, knurling operation, drilling operation, boring, reaming, threading, tapping, milling, grinding, shaping, and planning, and etc. Whatever the operation, whatever the machines they have, for that they have calculate the machining time required for various machining operations. So the machining time is also known as operation time. So machining time is also known as operation time. That is the time taken by the operator to complete the one component in a given time. So that is called as operation time. So the time taken by the operator to complete the one component from the raw material to the finished type. So time elapsed between these raw material to finished size is known as operation time or machining time. So this machining time is very necessary in order to settle the wage rate for the operator. So depending upon the operation they have done, so depending upon the operation and various machining things they have done, so we have to assign them the wages depending upon the operation they did. So if we do this component in a earlier as allotted time, so we have to give incentives and extra boosting things, so in order to increase the production, so we have to give the incentive or maybe so many offers for them, sharing shares, etc. Everything have to give in order to speed up their production. So you have to take care of quality and quantity of the components for increasing the production. So in a race of increasing the production, we should not neglect the quality of the product. So quality and quantity is also both are important in a production operation. So for calculating the machining time, following time considerations are taken. The setting of the job and tool. So before starting any operation, so we have to set the job into the chuck. If it is a lathe machine, they have to hold the job into the chuck. We need to center it. We have to hold it. We have to make a perfect center. You have to align the job to the axis of the lathe. So that requires some time, so that has to be considered. So after setting up the job, you have to set the uh, perfect tool for that. So every operation required does not require the same tool, so different operation requires different tools. So we have to set the tool in a perfect position. So the time is also required for setting up the tool, so that is considered in setting of job and tool. So next, setting up the machine. So setting up the machine requires making it 0 0 position and cleaning of the machines. If there is any chips are spreading on the machine, or if there is a service of the machine, you have to make a normal services daily basis, like making the grease and applying oil, everything, so etc. So that time also you have to consider for machining operation, calculating the machining time, tool changing and sharpening time. So once one job is completed, then you have to change the tool for different operations. So the time elapsed for this is considered as tool changing time. And also if the tool is fully worn out, then you have to grind the tool or sharpen the tool for making cutting operation. So that also you have to consider in machining type. Inspection of the job. So you have the operator is given a perfect dimension to complete the job. So in every time after the operation, he has to measure the job. You have to inspect the he has to inspect the job and to confirm that how much material still he has to remove. So every time after the in the finishing of the component, every time he need to make the operation slowly so that he has to set it for perfect dimensions. Otherwise, the component will be failed or you have to again rework it. So in order to avoid that, he has to inspect every time during the finishing operation. You have to maintain the um, exact dimension. So for that, he has to inspect the machine, inspect the job after the completion of cuts. So this time elapsed for this is considered as inspection of job time. So next, the machining, cleaning and service time, as I discussed, this requires oiling, greasing, removing chips and burrs, whatever. So that is considered. The fatigue allowance, that means the person will not continuously work for 8 hours or 4 hours continuously. In between he needs some time. So if he is feeling sick or if he is feeling if there is no proper lights and ventilation or anything, so something will happen. So that is also considered. So that is considered as fatigue allowance. Next is personal allowance. So this allowance includes going for toilets and drinking waters or having tea or coffee, taking cigar, everything. So that is also considered for machining time. So every person you cannot tell them to work continuously 18 to 24 hours. So that is not possible. So in between you need to give the gap. So that gap is considered as personal allowance. He has to fulfill his natural call, has to go for drinking water, whatever. So that is comes in personal allowance. So next is cutting speed. What is cutting speed? That is we have already discussed it. It is the distance traveled by the tool along the material in 1 minute. So in many operation, the tool is fixed and the workpiece is moving. Or in some operation, uh, the tool is moving and the workpiece is fixed. For example, in lathe machine, the workpiece is rotating whereas the tool is moving. In case of milling machine, the workpiece is fixed and the cutter is moving. So whatever the distance traveled by the tool or the work along the material in 1 minute is considered as cutting speed. In case of lathe, the workpiece is rotating. So in 1 minute, how much the distance the tool travel from 1 minute along the length of the material is called as cutting speed. So 1 minute, how much distance it is covered. So the tool covers along the length of the workpiece, then it is called as cutting speed in case of lathe. So in case of milling machine, how much the tool moves along the workpiece in 1 minute is considered as cutting speed. So its unit is meters per minute. How much meters it has moved per minute, or for 1 minute, how much meter it has moved along the length of the workpiece. It is called as cutting speed. So if you consider n equals to rpm of the job, d equals to diameter of the workpiece, then the distance traveled by the tool or cutting speed in 1 minute is given by pi d n by 1000, where pi is constant, d is the diameter of the workpiece, n is the rotation per minute. So its unit is meter per minute. It is the distance traveled by the tool in meter in 1 minute. So whatever the distance traveled by the tool along the length of the workpiece in 1 minute, it is known as cutting speed. So it is given by pi d n divided by 1000 meter per minute, where d is the diameter of the workpiece, n is the rpm of the job or workpiece. It is for cylindrical workpiece. So next is speed. It is the distance through which the tool advances into the workpiece in one revolution of the workpiece. So the speed is nothing but the perpendicular movement to the axis of the workpiece. So here the cutting speed is the parallel movement of the workpiece, whereas the speed is the distance tool advances into the workpiece. So it is a perpendicular to the axis of the workpiece. So whereas the cutting speed is the movement of the tool along the parallel axis to the axis of the workpiece, along the parallel length, whereas the speed is the distance tool advances into the workpiece perpendicular to the axis of the workpiece in 1 minute. It is known as it is not for 1 minute, it is one revolution of the workpiece. For one revolution of the workpiece, how much the tool advances into the workpiece, then it is called as speed. Its unit is millimeter per revolution. How much millimeter for one complete revolution? So how much millimeter the tool moves in this direction for one revolution. So if the tool workpiece moves one revolution, how much the tool advances into the workpiece in a perpendicular direction is known as speed. So next is the depth of cut. It is the amount by which the tool is inserted into the metal during one cut. It is nothing but the thickness of the metal removed in one cut. So it is depth of cut is nothing but the thickness of the metal is removed from the tool, is removed from the workpiece by the tool. It is nothing but the uh, uh, thickness equals to difference between the unmachined surface to the machined surface. Suppose the unmachined surface is having 25 dia and the machined surface is having 1 mm dia, 24 mm dia. So depth of cut will become 25 minus 24, that will be 1 mm. It is the difference between unmachined surface and machined surface. So it is nothing but the thickness of the material removed from the workpiece by the tool. Its unit is millimeter. So its unit is in millimeter. So next is calculating the machining time for various operations. First is lathe operation. In that the main operation in the lathe is turning. So it is the process of removing the metal from the unwanted material from the rotating workpiece. It is nothing but the process of metal removal by rotating the tool against the by moving the tool along the rotating jaw. So in case of turning, the metal is removed, unwanted metal is removed by rotating the workpiece and moving the tool along the length of the workpiece. So the cutting speed in turning operation is given by cutting speed equals to pi d n by 1000, that we have discussed earlier, where d is the diameter on the job in centimeter and n is rpm of the job. So S is cutting speed, F is speed per revolution. It is the process of metal removal by rotating job against the tool. So next is N. You can cross multiply here. You can see here N is here. So if you want N here, then this will go upward. So 100S is pi d will come in the denominator. You can see N equals to 100S by pi d. So now speed per minute equals to RPM into feet per revolution. Feet per minute. So here what is given is speed per revolution. So if you want speed per minute, then what you have to do? So speed per minute equals to RPM into feet per revolution. How it is, I will tell you. You can see RPM is nothing but rotation per minute. Rotation